Agent 47 from Hitman. This is a Patreon request from Emmanuel. Hear me out. I think Agent 47 is Saitama with a suit on from One Punch Man. So let's draw him. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. So very slender eyes. Center point of my page about here. We'll come up over to the right hand side. And we'll start with the top eyelid line. So we just go diagonal up, across real flat, and then down the back. You want to usually thicken up just this end a little bit, just to make it look like, you know, eyelashes and stuff. So just a slightly darker, thicker end. Okay. So up here we have the tear duct. So just like a little spike. And then this will go up and curve around, back up into the corner then, just up here. Okay, very skinny eyes. His iris and his pupil are inside here, so you just have a sort of a half circle coming down from the top eyelid up to there. And then his pupil, black half circle, just in here. Tear duct, just a little line in there. So we have a line, dots and dashes for his bottom eyelashes. So just this little sort of broken line like that. And then you could put some eyelashes just coming down a little bit from there. So he has a top eyelid line, and it's kind of like his frowning eyebrow line as well. He's got these pointy sort of eyebrows, right? So just across in the tear duct here, we have a bit of a frown line. And this is going to skirt its way across the top of the eye. And then it comes down this way. So then his eyebrow is just up here. It's a very sort of pointy sort of eyebrow just going this way. And it kind of hooks down the back a little bit here. And then it goes back up and then down this way. Okay, and then we could have like just a line just for his temple. So like the brow sort of area there, and it'll come sort of, it's like if you've ever drawn Goku sort of in Super Saiyan 3 or something. If you haven't, of course, you won't know what I'm talking about. So it's just his brow line comes up along the side here. You know, you could have more sort of frowning areas and some lines there. And then he's got like a light line, just bags underneath his eye for his eyelid. Like that. So that's his eye, basically. We got to do this over here. So to get your right distance, you want to measure his eye or eyeball it. It's up to you. So the width of an eye will fit in between both of his eyes. From tear duct to the other tear duct is an eye width, right? You want to get that point. So that and that, there to there, is the same as here to here. Eye width. It's rough, but that's human proportion, right? Diagonal and then thin, flat eye line across like so again. Darken it up at the end just for eyelash shape. His tear duct again here, pointy. Arrow sort of pointing in towards his nose. And then this curves down. Around and back up into the corner. Up into there. Iris then, the color part of the eye is a half circle coming down from the top eyelid, and his pupil, half circle colored black, like so. And then the tear duct just in there. Bottom eyelash area, so just dots and dashes coming across that bottom line, and then a couple of eyelashes sticking down there. So again, same thing, frowning line, right? Comes across the top of his eye. And then joins his eyelid here. Goes down this way. And we've got like a line that way, bag underneath his eye. And then eyebrow starts here, real pointy. Hooks down like that, and then back up the other way. Like so. And then his temple comes up the side of his forehead, just goes up this way, and his brow just in there. And that's his eyes. Okay, so nose. So he's very sort of distinctive nose, right? So left of center, we've got like the bridge of his nose drawn in here. Comes around like so. The other side, we can see it as well. Around and down. Like that. And then his nostrils just below. So we got a nostril here, and then these join together along the bottom for the point of the nose. Darken up the nostrils a little bit just in the corners, just to show that there is a shadow in there. And then the skin for the side of the nostrils themselves just curves out around like so. And then we could have like sort of light lines on where his nose sort of joins his cheek sort of thing. So then coming down from the nostrils, we've got these sort of face lines that come down from the corners, go around the corner of the mouth, like so. And the mouth itself, so it's pretty much just like a flat sort of downturned kind of mouth. All right, like that, looking pretty serious. Maybe some dimples just at the corner. Generally, the edges, corners of your mouth line up with your eyes there, your pupils, okay? And his lips are very thin, right? So it's like real close, like so. And then the bottom lip just here. Right. So you could draw more than that or less. He has a line just there. Might add a bit more of the top lip, I think I might. Yeah, just a bit more going down this way. It's like a letter M. Stretched out, sort of letter M, just going that way. He does have like dimples on like the side of his mouth, things like that. And then a square chin. Like that, so he's looking real serious and intense. And in general, eyes to the nostrils or the bottom of the nose is about the same as bottom of the nose to the chin. So here to here and here to here is about the same. Right, so this and this about the same distance, and then this to the bottom lip line is about the same as bottom lip line to chin. In general, that's human proportion. Sometimes it's the center lip, sometimes it's the lip line. Depends on how big his mouth is. There and there about the same. Okay. He has like a dimple sort of chin as well, so you just do this kind of question mark kind of shape. And then his jaw comes up this way. Like so, and about mouth level is where his jaw sort of curves around, right? Big, strong jaw. Okay, so then he has prominent cheekbones that curve in here. So we go in, sort of down this way. Right, you might have like a mouth line, like a line for his cheeks that comes down this way. And then the side of his head just keeps going up this way. And his ears come out from here. So he has a shaved head, right? So normally there'd be sideburns here, but he doesn't have any hair. So it's just like his sort of masseter muscles, right? It's like, you know, when you chew, when you use your teeth to chew, it like clenches these areas. And it looks like his are like clenched all the time. Okay, so his ears just come out from here. Right, and then ear lines inside. Easiest way to get it started is just like this letter J. And of course, if you want, you can add more detail to that. But that's a simple way of doing it. You can always add more. Right, so the head, right? So no hair. So basically, eyes to chin, right, is the same as eyes to the top of the head, more or less, right? So here, so this space, right? So it's at like the top of that eye, to like the pupil, to the bottom of the chin, will roughly bring you to where the top of the bald head is, right? So it's like up here somewhere. So it's about there. So that and that are about the same distance, right? So his center line is here. That's proportion of the human head without hair, okay? So what we got to do is now bring this around down to here, just beside the ear, right? So like there's another sort of section here. Because usually we can see hair here, but because he doesn't have any, it goes in behind the ear. Okay, so let's give this a go. And this is always tricky, right? So sketch it out lightly and stuff. All right, so we just go up like this at first, and it starts to curve then just around here. We'll try to do the same up here. Okay, and you just keep going. You want to like bring this down maybe. Depends on if you're right-handed or left-handed, of course, because for me as a right-handed person, it's easier to go down this way than up for some reason. Okay, and then we go down this way, trying to keep it even, or as even as I can. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Right, so then temple lines, sort of light lines just around here. He seems to have some more sort of frowning lines just coming up his head here, just light ones, but not a lot. It's a bald head, so I think that's the best we can do. Okay, so neck. So just coming down from his jaw, his collar into there. Comes around like so. And then neck muscle there, and maybe like an Adam's apple sort of thing. Right, so his white shirt collar comes down like this, but the jacket collar goes over this line, so it pretty much goes straight down. And straight down here too. Right, and then in here we have the rest of his shirt. So we got like this sort of triangle. Another one on this side. And then his tie. And then we have the bottom of that tie here. And then goes down the side. And you'll have like lines like that, and maybe like shirt lines just being pulled across his chest. So then his jacket collars come out like so. It's got a little triangle in it. Gets wider and then down. And then the same on this side. Out, got a little triangle in it. Down to there. So, suit jacket, right? So male shoulders are about head width, right? So the width of his face go out that much, and that's where like say his collarbone, that'd be like the length of his collarbone. Say if his collarbone would be here, it goes out to his shoulder, right? So you want to go out about that distance and then down. So same thing again, face out to about there, and then you'll draw shoulder and then down. And then you have suit jacket lines just on the corners. And that's pretty much it, guys. Agent 47. Thanks for requesting, Manuel. Anyone else with specific requests like this that I don't normally draw, head on over to Patreon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.